Hello beauty queens and beauty kings, this is Labeautyqueenana and I want to say welcome to my channel. And if you're new, welcome, and I hope you stick around. And if you are a veteran, thank you for stopping by and believing in me once again. Today we're going to do something interesting.
Enemies can't stop me, and I got a big head. I'm blessed.
Interesting. I know there are so many videos out there about makeup and whatnot, and I have a different avenue or a different trick. And you know, you learn everything on the internet, so everything I've learned from the internet and some I've learned on my own. So we're just gonna get right into it. So at the end of the video, I'm gonna explain the other way to find your foundation, which is the coolest out of all the tricks, and I hope you guys like it. If you're a beginner or if you're a woman of color and you're still struggling to find your foundation shade, the first thing you need to know is your undertone, and I will have a detailed video on how to find your undertone coming up next, so you can understand it better, because I feel like that will be extremely long. So once you find your undertone, you go into the store, then you choose a foundation based on that, and also based on matching it to your neck, not necessarily your face, and you can go from there. So undertone, matching your foundation to your neck, those are the two tricks. So if you're starting out, I would recommend a drugstore, because they do have very good products and I've used them. You can check out my reviews on these products I'm going to recommend. You need to know at least 1 or 2 shades to get an idea, a medium. You know, you get the lowest, the highest, and you average them together. You should find something in between that will match for you. So the 3 brands I would recommend start off with would be, I feel like L'Oreal has a great range and they do work with undertones, so this might be your first option. And Maybelline has stepped up their game and they've added about 16 shades. Shout out to Maybelline. But they only added 16 shades to the matte collection. I want them to also add to the dewy collection, because also that's another thing you need to know. You need to know what your skin type is. Is it combination oily? Is it normal? Is it very dry? Is it very oily? Because that will also help you define whether or not you need a hydrating foundation or a dewy foundation versus a matte foundation. So that's another trick. So that's 3 tricks right there that you need to know. So you will also go with the Maybelline brand, which also has a wide variety of shades available. Or you can also try Wet n Wild. I feel like their photo focus foundation they just came out with also has a great range of colors, and this is a very good product. So once you find, I would recommend that you try at least to take 2 of them. But if you can't find 2, I think within these 3 you should be able to find something. So like I say, you need to know what your undertone is. You need to know whether your skin type is oily or dry or whichever, and you need to swatch the foundations and match them to your neck, not necessarily your face, and that will help you determine. Now granted, these stores don't have testers, but you can always try Ulta and swatch them out there if they have testers, and if they don't, most stores you can return products, so you can get the closest, go home and try it out. If it doesn't work, you can return it. The reason why I always recommend CVS or Ulta is because they have coupons. CVS will be my first option because they have so many coupons. You shop with the weekly ad, you shop with your coupons, with your rewards, you get stuff for very cheap or even for free sometimes, and you get rewards back for shopping if you know how to shop. So those are the 3 steps. Now if you're still struggling after this, the next step, did you guys know that Sephora has a machine? You can go to Sephora and tell them you don't know what your shade range is and you would like them to help you. They will literally take out this machine and they will dab all over your face, and then they will determine a color range for you. and I did that, and they determine the color range for you, and you go in and you look at what that color range is. And obviously you don't have to necessarily go with that. You can go one shade lower or one shade higher, but that will give you like a broad spectrum of where you could be at. So you could try that as well. And then once you try that, you should at least get one shade. And once you get one shade, if you can get two, it'll be better. But if you only get one, I have a great option. So this option is a website called foundation.com. I learned it from somebody else, and so this website is called foundation.com, and I believe it's like a bunch of people who have used foundations, and they've gathered a collective amount of reports from different makeup lovers, and they've put it into this database. So I'll have a screenshot or a video of how to do it in under 1 minute. Literally, it's that easy. They recommend you have 2 shades, but as long as you have one, you can put that shade in. Just make sure it's as close to your color as you can, and they will recommend almost any shade that they can possibly think of that would be good for you. And I would demonstrate that as well with my shades, and you will see that they will recommend exactly what I already have. So it's pretty cool. I've tried it on myself and it worked. I tried it with one foundation, it gave me very accurate suggestions. I tried it with 2 foundations that I think are good, it gave me the same result. So this, even if you only have one, although they recommend 2, it's pretty accurate. So you go on foundation.com, you type in your 1 shade or 2 shade, and then you just click go, and it will give you a good data that you can reference from, and you can share this with everybody else. And I hope you guys really like this video, and let me know if you have any questions. Again, you can check out my review on all of these foundations down below in my general products review playlist. I talk about all these foundations in detail. I have them on and how it looks on me, so that's definitely something you can check out. You can also check out my upcoming video on undertones. That's something that you really need to learn, especially as a woman of color, to really be able to find your shade, your true match, because it is hard already because we don't have enough companies catering to us. So we definitely need to do more research to be able to get the right look. So thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you guys liked it, and I hope to see you guys next time. Don't forget to check out my recent uploads, and don't forget to share, and last but not least, don't forget to praise the God yourself, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Ciao et God bless. Salut à tous. Donc comme je disais, il faut savoir le undertone. Undertone, c'est en anglais, donc ça veut dire savoir la tonalité de la carnation de votre peau. Donc est-ce que donc voilà, c'est soit c'est neutre au milieu, soit c'est olive ou doré, donc chaud, ou bien un peu plus rosé, cool, donc oui, un peu plus rosé ou cool, ou olive, donc voilà. Et deuxièmement, dès que vous êtes sûr de la tonalité de votre carnation, vous pouvez maintenant swatcher quelques couleurs, au moins 3, mais en fonction, il faut marier avec votre goût. Puis oui, il faut savoir aussi votre type de peau, donc si c'est sèche, si c'est grasse, si c'est mixte à gratte, si c'est très sèche ou c'est très huileux. Donc vous voyez, j'ai montré ces 3 fonds de teint. Donc vous allez dans votre centre commercial ou dans votre boutique, je sais pas où vous achetez ces produits, vous choisissez 1 ou 2 couleurs, et là, dès que vous choisissez 1 ou 2 couleurs qui sont plus proches, et on choisit en fonction de la couleur de son cou, en fonction de si votre peau est grasse ou sèche, et aussi en fonction on choisit aussi en fonction de notre undertone. Donc dès que vous choisissez cela, vous pouvez aller à Ulta, à Sephora, je sais pas où, vous payez 1 ou 2 fonds de teint. Et là maintenant, dès que vous choisissez, vous pouvez aller sur ce site que j'ai découvert qu'on appelle foundation.com, et là on peut utiliser aussi un fond de teint, mais c'est conseillé d'utiliser 2. Vous tapez ça dans l'ordinateur, dans le search bar. Dès que vous tapez ça, il y aura une longue liste d'autres produits qu'ils vont vous recommander. Donc voilà, et c'est un site qui est très bien pour les débutantes, ou bien si vous si vous avez un peu de difficulté avec votre fond de teint, ça va beaucoup vous aider à voir quel fond de teint il faut prendre dans d'autres compagnies et tout ça dans d'autres marques. Donc c'est très bien, ça m'a beaucoup aidé. Et j'ai essayé avec un fond de teint, j'ai essayé avec 2 fonds de teint, j'ai eu les mêmes résultats. Donc je trouve que ça vaut le coup de faire une vidéo par rapport à ça. Mais si c'est difficile pour vous de trouver votre fond de teint parce que vous êtes tellement si vous êtes tellement frustré, vous n'arrivez vraiment pas, vous pouvez aller à Sephora, vous arrivez à Sephora, vous demandez, je veux savoir mon fond de teint, mais je ne sais pas par où commencer. Ils ont une machine qui vont sortir et ils vont zapper quelquefois. Et là, ça va vous donner un numéro et avec ce numéro, c'est comme une référence. Là, ça peut vous aider aussi à choisir votre fond de teint. Et de là, maintenant, vous pouvez acheter 1 ou 2 fonds de teint et revenir maintenant sur ce site qu'on appelle foundation.com et taper le nom des fonds de teint que vous avez payé et ça va vous donner des suggestions. Et là, ça sera comme une deuxième référence. Donc voilà, donc c'est tout ce que j'ai pour vous pour cette vidéo. Et je vais aussi avoir je vais aussi vous montrer sur l'écran à la fin de la vidéo comment est-ce que utiliser foundation.com. C'est très facile, moins de 60 secondes, vous êtes ok. Donc voilà, j'espère que vous avez aimé cette vidéo, j'espère que ça vous a beaucoup aidé. N'oubliez pas de voir mes vidéos récentes et comme toujours, n'oubliez pas de beaucoup prier et on se voit à la prochaine. Ciao. So right now I have 2 foundations that I currently believe are my most friendly shades. These are the shades that work best for me in my opinion as of yet. It's the best match for my skin tone. And I have a foundation and what you will call a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer. And you can check out my review for these 2 foundations on my foundation review playlist. So I'm gonna try that website foundation for you guys live so you guys can see it on screen. I'm going to try it with 1 foundation or the moisturizer, and then I'm gonna do both so that you guys can see how accurate it is. It is very accurate, so the results will be close, which tells you that this is pretty helpful. So there you go. Now, all right ladies, so right now I am on the foundation.com website. As you can see, as you just type the foundation.com on the search bar, it brings you right here. So the first thing you will see is the get started button, so I'm just gonna click on that. So next, once you click get started, you're gonna see that drop down bar right there. So the step 1 is just to enter a brand that you wear. As you can see, it recognizes Maybelline, so I'm just gonna click that. And then here I'm going to choose the product that I use. I'm just gonna type in Fit Me, and so as you can see, the Fit Me Dewy option is already coming up. And now it's gonna tell me step 3, choose my shade. I'm just gonna search for my shade, or you can type it in. I'm choosing coconut. It's gonna calculate my results based on this Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Plus 1 foundation in 355 coconut. You can add a second foundation, which is always recommended, but I am going to find my matches anyway and continue anyway. So now it populated all the possible results. As you can see, it's recommending Laura Mercier walnut for me, NARS in hazelnut, Ruby Kisses in chestnut, Black Opal in nutmeg, The Body Shop in almond, Milani in chestnut, and it's also recommending the Fit Me, also recommending Revlon powder in almond. Going down, you have L'Oreal in cocoa. Keep going down, you're gonna have so many. Iman in Earth 4, NARS in New Orleans dark with yellow undertone, Maybelline Fit Me Coconut, which is accurate. Laura Mercier Nutmeg, yes, I've tried this, definitely, that's definitely accurate. And keep going down, there is so many options. NYX and yeah, so that is what it's recommending. And normally I'm in the chestnut, nutmeg, soft sable, tawny, coconut area, so these recommendations are pretty accurate. So I just wanted to show you guys how that works, and I hope this helps you guys out. And as you can see, there's also this search bar right here where you can also send the results to yourself, which is always great, so you can reference this once you go to the store in case you really can't remember. Right, so now I went back and I'm going to add another. So I'm going to add the moisturizer to see if the results are still the same. So as I put these two, you see that it populated a new, we have L'Oreal and Cocoa, still have Nutmeg. Oh, we also recommends concealers and whatnot and powders, so this is awesome. So now I do have this Nutmeg and I love it. MAC Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation in NC 50. That's accurate. I think 45 and 50 mixed together gives me the best shade. 45 is what I use right now, but I feel like 50 is a little dark, but it would work too. Walnut, exactly. Cognac, Makeup Forever is definitely something that works for me. I've tried that. And let's keep going down. So you're getting the same thing. Remember, we saw this, that. We saw also this in Milani, Maybelline, and so yeah, so it's actually very accurate. Alright guys, I also like this because it also gives you options to buy it. So let's just say I wanted to buy this concealer because I feel like it's an option. You can click on it and it tells you all the different colors that it comes from, and it's gonna send you to a store. So you're gonna click on next and it just takes you to the NYX.com website. So this is pretty cool. So even if you didn't know where to buy something, at least you know it can direct you there. So that is all.
So when they put you to the test, just do your best and let God do the rest. And enemies stress, I'm a living witness, I'm the proof. Nothing is impossible, and that's the truth. You can achieve if you plan to. If I can make it, man, you can too.